Snuff.
Well, greetings! Once again, it's time for Episodio... Wait a minute, let me start again. Thanks. Thanks for your patience while holding. Greetings, everybody, from the dank basement. Let's try that again. One more time. Here we go. Center yourself, Paul. Greetings, everybody, from the dank basement. It's time to continue the episodio entitled 10 Years of Snuffy Madness. I started this channel in July of 2014 and had been trying and collecting snuffs for a little while before that. As a result, I'm completely surrounded by nasal snuff. I've got tins and boxes and jars, and it's all over, scattered all over my house. But in the last video, I did open the Snuff Vault, the big igloo cooler, where I have stored many of those snuffs for at least 10 years and probably longer. Now today, we're taking a look at just what is on my desk, just the snuffs I had out at the moment I started making this video. The reason I'm doing this is I can't find, for instance, my giant jar of Indian snuffs. I must have 30 different Indian snuffs in that gigantic Kellner jar. It is really quite good. I'm trying to see what this is. There's Braille on this, but I should call my wife. She's a better Braille reader than I am. Oh, it's upside down. Well, that's an I think. No, that's a C. I don't know. What the hell direction does this even run? S. There it is. SV. SVP? No. No, I was thinking that's yeah, it's definitely an S. I don't know. Oh, well, we'll find out. Might be delicious to try. My Braille just failed me. Of course, the Braille is kind of mashed. It's hard to read mashed Braille. But I'm not very good at it anyway. I have no idea. It still is very easy to sniff and very fresh. I thought for a minute there this might be an OSP, but it is not. It's the wrong kind of label. Chris always just put a strip of tape type label, I think. A couple of the tins I have from him are just written in Sharpie on the tin. From the oily days. There's all kinds of stuff here. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. I found this and I'm very happy I did. I'll bet it's 3-4 years ago. My friend Carlo is quite a fine young Italian man, Italian heritage. Lives somewhere out in the Pacific Northwest. I don't remember if it was Utah or Washington State, Idaho. He's somewhere out there. And he sent me this just massive tub of the Viking Black Rapé. Yeah. And it's still in very good shape. It's still slightly moist, which I'm very pleased about. Let me sniff the jar a little bit, make sure there's nothing funky in there. Oh, it's perfectly fine. A little sort of weird. I'm getting almost a bubblegummy edge to this. Just as a very soft back note. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to do a pinch of this. We'll see if it's still good to sniff. Oh, that's nice. Oh, great. Thank you. Golly! Surprise, surprise, surprise! That one grabbed me by the boo-boo. Oh, good Lord. I have to use the roll hankies because I don't have a clean handkerchief in front of me. So here we go. Hey, white towel, black snuff. This could be art. You want me to show you after I blow my nose? Hold it up to the camera? No, I don't think it. No. Not careful, ending up with a Hitler mustache of snotty black rapé. Oh, that's interesting. After I blow it out of my nose, I'm still getting quite a lot of the scent. The sort of salty edge is more prominent, and it's sort of like the vapors are floating on a mucousy cloud. Yeah, that's actually really, really nice. Wow, that is super good. Well, there's something I'd like to pull on your coattails about a little bit while I get out my next snuff here to play with. You probably heard that a week ago, actually a week and 1 day ago, a big hurricane named Helen did severe, severe damage in the southeastern United States, particularly in western North Carolina, areas of Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and northern Florida from the Big Bend to the edge of the Panhandle at Pensacola. It almost reached Pensacola, I should say. It hit St. Petersburg pretty bad. And the hardest hit areas, there are people who have been without drinking water for a week. That's fatal. You can't go for a week. It's the old saying is 3 days without potable water, 3 weeks without food, 3 months without shelter. But I tell you what, these people lack shelter, they lack food, they lack medicine, and the federal government hasn't done squat. They sent a bunch of federal people down there, put them up in a big hotel, and when they had rescued people that had been pulled out by helicopter and were brought to the hotel, they were told that there were no rooms available because all of the rooms were occupied by federal employees. Right? Carhartts. No, Top Suite. Excuse me. Oh, and I took too much of it. And it's draining. It's sweet. But I didn't feel like eating tobacco today. Oh, and it's burning. Diabetic's nightmare, these sweet snuffs. Because you're actually sniffing powdered sugar along with the tobacco. But anyway, here's what I'm asking you to do. I am so burned out by charity appeals. People calling me on the phone, support the Firefighters of America, the Police Officers Association, Tunnel to Towers, St. Jude, Wounded Warrior. I mean, it's just never ending. And of course, you're going to see a lot of appeals for charity on TV, and it doesn't matter what channel you watch. You're going to get a lot of that in the coming days. But the fact of the matter is, it's true. The needs are absolutely urgent. Ham radio has been largely responsible for reaching some areas. They haven't had cell phones in forever. The federal government response, as I said, has been tepid at best and downright damaging in other cases. Vice President Harris promised immediate relief to the people most affected by the storm, providing, of course, that they were of the right socioeconomic and racial classification. But for all of the survivors that were the hardest hit, she promised $750. Yes, I know you lost your home, most of your valuable possessions, if you had any to begin with, all of your prized family photos. You probably lost at least 1 or 2 friends or loved ones who are either still missing or dead. But we're going to give you $750. And so you say, well, it's not enough. I lost everything. I don't know where I'm going to sleep. I don't have drinking water. I lost all the tools of my trade. I no longer have a vehicle. It slid down the mountain in an avalanche of mud. But $750, okay, so send it to me. I mean, give it to me. Where can I go get it? Well, it's going to take 10 days. That's why the charity appeals are not bullshit. But there's something I'd like to clear up. Yeah, I'm burned out, like I just got done saying. I'm French fried by all of the appeals for charity I get on a daily basis. But there may be a misconception you're living under, and that is that you have to send a lot of money. You have to make a grand gesture. No, you don't. Skip that candy bar or that coffee drink. Maybe eat something less expensive this week. I don't know how you'd manage. If it's $2, $3, $5, every penny at this point is absolutely essential. It will help more than you know, and if enough of us throw a buck at it, if 30 million people would each throw $1, the math is pretty simple, and that could help a lot. And the money will be used for helping people. Right now, we are told that FEMA lacks the resources to properly respond. If that is the case, we take care of our own in the United States. And that includes the visitors that have come across our southern and northern borders over the past 3.5 years. This is our home. We're Americans. We take care of our own. So I beg you to pick up the slack for your incompetent federal government. Not because your federal government is incompetent, but because it's the right thing to do. Because like I said, this is the United States of America. We take care of our own. Okay? Do it now. $2, I don't care. $1. $1. I myself, I don't have any money. I'm freaking broke. But after I get done uploading this video, Betsy and I are going to go to either American Red Cross or just redcross.org/hurricane. You can go to SamaritansPurse.org. That's run by the Billy Graham outfit ministry, currently under the guidance of Reverend Franklin Graham, Billy Graham's son. It's a legit organization that's been around for many, many years now, at least 60 years. And I'm sure they will use the money not to distribute Bibles, but I guarantee you there will be medicine and blankets and shelter and care that they can provide. Again, it's $1. It's $2. Do it. Okay, I'll step down. I'll step down from the pulpit, brothers and sisters. Because I know we all know what the right thing is to do right now. We're not talking Ukraine. We're not talking Gaza. We're not talking the southern border. We're not talking migrants, legal or otherwise. We're talking about people that right now desperately need our help. Thanks. Ooh! Okay, this is some sort of anise snuff. That's the strongest top note. I have no idea what this is. Maybe you can help me out. I don't know. I never know if you can see the tins when I hold them up. Maybe not. That's nice. Whatever it is, it's truly lovely. Now, I haven't even touched the rest of my Abraxas snuffs, my Paul Goddards. What else do I have in the fridge? I've got a bunch of Old Mills still in the snuff fridge. Couple of Abraxas. I've got Schmalzlers that have been in glass jars in there since 2018. So there's a lot more snuff to explore, and I hope you'll stick around with me as I inventory all this stuff. If I bought it and if I kept it, it means I liked it. And even if I can't identify the tin quite yet, I know that I've got a lot more treasures to find. For instance, I need to find that great big jar of Indian snuffs. There has to be 30 different tins or taps in there. Delakia, 5 photos, 6 photo, Swastik, Queen and Lion, 7 photo, Himtaj. I know there's just an amazing number of nice surprises from India in that big jar, but I still have to find it. I also have an old wooden cigar box that is full to the brim with the old style Freiburg and Trier tins, because I started collecting those early on. So I do have some old Makuba. I do have some old Makuba. I do have some old Princes and Princes Extra. And I want to see how those have aged, because they were also properly stored. Cool, dark place in a tightly sealed tin, the original factory tins, which are pretty good. Now, if we didn't get any metal shed or oxide into the snuff, it ought to be pretty good. So I'm excited to find those, try those in front of your very eyes. Time's for another pinch. I ended up not making another cup of coffee. I said at the end of the last video that I had finished my delicious coffee laced with Jack Daniels, and that was my cocktail for the evening. But I was going to make just another straight cup of coffee. I did not. I'm already kind of jittery. This is the Hedges L260. I want to refresh my nose, clean it out a little bit. So here we go. Cheers. Hedges L260 is one of those snuffs that I have all over the house. In the case of this tin, it was in my box of medicateds that I showed you in the last video. And I had used about a gram out of the tin. It's a 21 gram tin. So I had about 20 grams of it left, and I wrapped it up tightly with electrical tape, black tape, and put it back into the big igloo cooler with the medicated snuffs and forgot about it. So the next time I placed a snuff order, of course, I ordered 2 more tins of the Hedges L260. Subsequent snuff orders, I would always just throw in a tin of the L260. So I know if there is one snuff that I have the most of, open tins scattered around the house, it's got to be Hedges L260, currently packaged by Wilson's of Charo. I'm so glad that I found that grape Concord. Now I've got to hunt up my Toke peanut butter and make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I need a little inspiration. You down? Children, leave the room. Your Uncle Squinty is about to do something naughty. No, not that naughty. Don't worry, Mom. I'm not going to whip out the mighty little white cane. Don't worry about it. It's cool. We're all right. It's not that kind of naughty. I'm not even going to talk dirty. But I am going to toot the fruit. I made a little salad here in the bowl. Going to eat my salad because salads are good for you. I've got my work cut out for me as far as finding all the lost snuffs. I am the least organized, the worst organized person you will ever meet in your life. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm blind, but even back when I had some vision and I could read labels and so on, I was still terribly, terribly disorganized. It's amazing I could find anything. In fact, my mom, when I was a little kid, used to say, Paul, you couldn't find your nose with a road map. When I got older, I heard the corrected version, I couldn't find my ass with a road map. Thanks, Mom. I love my mom and my dad. I miss them. I miss them not every day because I don't think about them every day. But when I think about them, I miss them. And I miss a lot of my friends that are participants in this channel. I was really happy. I heard from a couple of good friends. My buddy Kevin Shinduk, who is up in northwestern Canada. From down in Texas, I heard from my pal Jesse, so it was good to talk to you. But there are other guys that I hardly ever talk to anymore, and I would love to. TC, how is Ham? How's your sister? How's your beautiful wife? What's going on over there in Inglaterra? A mis amigos españoles y latinoamericanos, hola, saludos desde los Estados Unidos de Amnesia. Y digo amnesia porque había estado muy flojo en mantener mis amistades con vosotros por correos y mensajes y charlas en Skype y tal. Pero muchísimas gracias por escribirme. Sí, estoy vivo, estoy bien y pronto voy a subir un video acerca de las razones que estaba lejos de este canal por un rato, 5 meses y medio. ¿Vale? Ok. Y estamos explorando todos mis rapés guardados sobre 12 años, 13 años. Este canal tiene 10 años y un par de meses aún. Me sorprende. Mucho tiempo y muchos videos. Más que 1000 videos. More than 1,000 videos on this channel, kids. 3.25 subscribers the last time I checked. 3.25K subscribers the last time I checked. And if you've been loyal to the channel and keep coming back, even though the uploads have been infrequent, I appreciate it very, very much. Your friendship means the world to me, and your participation is my compensation in this channel, if I put it that way. So, you guys are great. Ustedes son la pura bomba. Muchísimas gracias para todo, para su paciencia, tu dedicación y tu lealtad a este canal, aunque pocas veces hoy en día subo contenido nuevo. Pero más paciencia, voy a subir más contenido hablado en español, absolutamente que sí, aunque mi español es un circo de horrores, ¿verdad? All right, guys, I want you to have a marvelous weekend. Take good care of yourselves. One thing I'd like to mention before I close out real quick is, again, people in the southeastern United States desperately need your help. Find a charity. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $2, $3. If you can afford to skip a coffee drink, you can help people that haven't had drinking water in over a week. If you can pass on that one drive-through snack, you probably can feed somebody a full meal down in Asheville, North Carolina, or any of the dozens of tiny towns that were just destroyed. So please, give a little bit. Let's do something to help each other, because that's what we do in these United States of America. Sometimes we got our differences, but we're essentially one big family, and we should take care of our own, right? From the Dank Basement, it's Paul. We will see you very soon, because as soon as I can find those other snuffs, we're going to go back to exploring 10 years of Snuffy madness.